Very
Now,
true.
I talk about something, I mentioned the government, and I want to go in a different, a little bit in a different direction. Uh, in the last 2 months, we have seen the change of government in the US and
Yes.
the the, the impact of the return of Mr. Donald Trump. You know, uh, the way he addressed or is still addressing some of their own government bureaucracy and their USAID and the impact of that in Africa. You know, uh, I've seen so many people complain about those things. Tell me, what's your view on these things? And I don't know if that affects you in any way. I don't know.
I will give you sometimes pain is necessary to grow in life.
Yes.
There will not
No,
be there will not be
sorry,
someone
sorry,
without
sorry. It's not sometimes.
fire. Always
Pain
water.
must. Okay. Unfortunate pain. Without pain, no growth.
You can grow. Exactly. Before we produce gold, we pass through very, very hot fire.
Yes. Yeah.
So this is my perspective. I'm going to say this. Unfortunately, some people don't like to hear it. Some people don't like to hear it. On this table, I don't know why I like what Trump is doing. I love it. I love this. I love this one. I'm telling you. See, Africa cannot remain babies forever.
Okay.
At some point, the difference between mothers and fathers in terms of child upbringing is always bad.
Yes.
When a child falls down, mother will carry. If you fall down again, you carry.
Mm-hmm.
You go down again, you
Mm-hmm.
carry. Sorry, you fell down. For the father, first time he's going to carry you. Second time, he say, what's the floor before you move?
Yes.
Third time, if you are from where I come from in Africa, they might beat you to join it and say, "Where are you looking?"
Why are you
Or
falling?
exactly. Why are you falling? Always falling. You need to do something. What they are telling you is not that it hurts you. Wake up. The reality of life will hit you. Learn how to take them and still be who you are.
Yeah.
It's a message. And I think that is the message. Aid is not new.
No.
Malaysia revealed post-war. Germany
Yes.
received aid.
Yeah.
Malaysia received
Yeah.
aid. Some
South
other
Korea,
countries received aid. But
Singapore.
something is common to all these people. After 12 years, after 20 years, they do not only stop taking aid, they start giving aid as well. Africa has been receiving aid for close to 60 years.
Yeah.
And our leaders are going to center stage to still discuss the model of aid they are going to still be continuing to receive.
Okay. Okay.
So,
Okay.
in the context of this, I believe we are not waking up to our reality because of some aid. I know Trump's thoughts, thinking, idea might not be in line with mine, but this is the aspect I'm looking at it from. Guys, wake up. You are no
Yeah.
longer baby. Take your responsibility and grind it well and face the future to move forward.
Yep.
It is the time for Africa to say, we have problems, yes. We have solution, and the solution is us.
Thank you.
Take Burkina Faso and what Harare is doing in Burkina Faso. These guys are even landlocked. They have little knowledge, so you can't even compare them to even Nigeria. But if you look at the short time Traore Ibrahim has worked there and what the guy is turning out now, you will know that we need drastic approach to African problem.
Yeah.
One thing that is necessary or that causes the growth, what of Taiwan? What do they have? Human
Nothing.
being. Human being, nothing apart from human being.
Yeah.
Africa must find a way. We are blessed. I don't think there's any continent in the world that is as blessed as we are in terms of human resources.
No.
Maybe India, maybe some part of Asia. But when I talk about Africa, the Asia, China, India, they are making fantastic use of it, and today they are dominating everywhere. Africa, all they do to us is that they open door, they watch what their problem. Oh, as at this time, we lack this profession. Age is getting skewed. We don't have youth. They will now bring a program, a certain program, and use the program to open door and exodus. All our brain will move to the other side. Yeah. And then they close the door again when they felt that as saturation. And then you cannot come and begin all of that visa regulations and stuff about it. And then I believe it is high time. We have human resource, we turn them out.
Yeah.
In quantum, brilliant brain. I don't think the health sector of US will be what it is without the
without Nigerian and Indian doctors.
Indians. They cannot be where they are. So
even the UK, the same thing.
Okay, so it's the same thing in UK.
Yeah.
So in my own opinion, I give thumbs up to Trump on this initiative.
Okay.
Top age, let Africa go and introspect and begin to discuss and internalize African problem and look for solution for Africa.
Yeah.
It might take a bit of time, but with this pain, we begin to look inside and find solution to our problem. My brother, the resources, mineral resources, maybe all these things are deposited in this Africa. They come, they take these mineral resources to the other side, process and send up finished goods at a very high price.
Yeah.
Then we say we are looking for dollars. Let's internalize, look at our problem, and solve our problem using Africa. And I can tell you, the situation will begin to change. I know he must have done this by saying the money is going to the wrong hand, there might be corruptions and a whole lot of other issues. But for me, it's a welcome idea. How did it affect me? It affects me. My organization, because of the impact project, we have dotted line to some of this aid. I was at the brink of getting aid as Infratel Africa as a company when it was formed. Because we are doing impact project. We submitted fantastic proposal last year, which I know will give us access to that aid, $300,000. But of course, with the announcement of this, that's there. But we are not worried. We are not worried at all. We are going to innovate solutions and still do what we want to do within. Our company is Infratel Africa. It's not Infratel Europe. It is Africa.
Yeah.
The goal is to face Africa. We have hub in Dubai, but the hub is facing Nigeria. We have hub in America. It's facing Nigeria. It's innovation to face, it's facing African problem. Because until Africans begin to dimension their solution according to African problem, we will never get the result.
See, you are 100% correct. About 6 years ago, I made a video about for young Africans to start businesses rather than NGOs. Okay, because I was coaching young Africans, and many of them were coming to me, that they want to start NGO. There's nothing wrong about starting NGOs, but the problems they want their NGOs to solve are problems that businesses should be solving. And in particularly because the NGOs need money to run. Okay, you can get maybe they'll give you the first chunk of money, but then you go back again to beg them for more. And go back again.
How do you create sustainability?
But on the other hand, if you start a business and you get that kind of money to start it, and if you run it well, maybe the next year you will need to go back to somebody to give you money again. Use the proceeds of that business to fund the next step.
Understand? 100%.
And see, a lot of young Africans do not understand it. They think all they need to do is to beg somebody for money. Begging people for money is not sustainable.
Okay. It's not sustainable. It's not a sustainable model. No.
Yeah. So
agree completely. Agreed with you completely on this.
Yeah.
So this my thought. This is the summary of my thought on this. It's going to cause us some tentative pain.
Yeah.
But I think the pain is necessary, as we put.
It's very, 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 very necessary.
It's necessary.
You know, yeah.
So thanks to Trump. Thank you to Trump.
Yes, and on the other side is that some of this aid come with shackle that you must do this.
Oh,
you must do that. You must do this.
Is it on the other side or always?
Okay.
I will tell you. I'll tell you some of my experience with some of this aid. I'm sorry, but these are my experience. This aid is classified for you, some of them, and then you must award the contract of, if it is consulting, to the donor.
Exactly.
The donor.
Okay.
Or this aid is provided for you, all the equipment and even
must
the
come from there.
From the donor. So it looks like a recycling. And then boom, the guys that are in the subject will continually be in demand because they are still being deprived economically. I don't see the empowerment in some of those aid.